Have you ever discovered something about your parent that completely transformed how you saw them? I was just 6 years old when my dad mysteriously woke me up at 2 a.m. for an impromptu McDonald's. Strange enough on his own, but when we returned home, my beloved teddy bear Bubby was nowhere to be found. When tears started streaming down my face, Dad promised we'd search thoroughly in the morning. Yet when I mentioned it again the next day, his expression darkened with unexpected anger. My 6-year-old mind rationalized that he must be devastated about Bubby's disappearance too, so I never brought it up again. The mystery remained buried until just a few weeks ago when we were grocery shopping together. I spotted a teddy bear that looked identical to my long-lost Bubby, and innocently began reminiscing about how I carried that stuffed animal everywhere, treating it like a sentient companion. Without warning, my father erupted, shouting at the top of his lungs, "Enough about the bear! Just let it go!" I froze in shock. You need to understand, my dad is the most even-tempered person I know. This outburst was the first time I'd heard him raise his voice in years. Something was clearly wrong. After returning home, I gave him several hours to regain his composure before cautiously approaching the subject again. This time, he exhaled deeply and began, "I took you to McDonald's that night for a specific reason." He explained how I used to be completely inseparable from Bubby, throwing explosive tantrums whenever someone suggested leaving him behind. I chuckled at this childhood trait, but my father's expression remained gravely serious. He continued, revealing that after one particularly intense tantrum, his paternal instinct triggered a closer examination of my constant companion. What he discovered made his blood run cold. Embedded in Bubby's left eye was what unmistakably appeared to be a camera lens. That night at McDonald's wasn't random. While I was distracted with my Happy Meal, my father had deliberately taken Bubby and later set him ablaze. By this point in the story, tears were streaming down my face, but Dad wasn't finished. The following day, without telling a soul, he returned to where we'd purchased Bubby. Not a proper store, but one of those questionable stands on a deserted street. Upon inspection, he discovered identical camera lenses installed in every single teddy bear being sold. My mild-mannered father then confronted the vendor violently, beating him until he confessed to his scheme, and only stopping when the man agreed to burn his entire inventory of compromised bears. 2 decades later, I'm still processing this revelation. The father I thought I knew, the gentlest man alive, had transformed into a vigilante protector that night, all to keep me safe from an invisible threat. Have you ever learned something that made you see your parents in a completely different light? Share your stories in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more shocking family revelations.